Today on the net, an American senator blocks voting on an anti-abortion bill in Texas. Bosnians protest against a legal void regarding personal identification numbers. And intrigue after an ancient Egyptian statue starts spinning on its own. She wasn't allowed to take a break or even sit down. Democrat Senator Wendy Davis delivered an 11-hour filibuster speech on Tuesday in a bid to block a bill that would have severely restricted abortion in the state of Texas. During her marathon speech, she read accounts from women and doctors that she collected on her website. And a number of political figures, including Barack Obama, have taken to social networks to post under the hashtag #StandWithWendy, as have thousands of web users across the US, all voicing their support and hailing the senator's strength and determination. Support was also shown from within the Senate of Texas itself, as this amateur video footage illustrates. The public galleries were full of opponents of the bill, which proposes to ban abortion in Texas after 20 weeks of pregnancy. Wendy Davis was planning to talk for 13 hours non-stop to block the vote by delaying voting until beyond midnight, and with it the 30-day special session deadline. But she was forced to abandon her speech after receiving a third warning for deviating from the subject. As she stood down amid shouts and protests from members of the public in the chamber, her fellow Democrats took up the baton, trying to stall the vote. So a vote was eventually taken, but amid great commotion, and the bill failed to pass because voting began a few moments after the midnight deadline. Countless American citizens across the US have taken to Twitter to hail what they consider to be a great victory. Bosnia's baby revolution, or babylution, began last week, a protest movement sparked by the story of Barina, a critically ill newborn baby who couldn't receive the treatment she required in Bosnia and needed to go to Serbia for life-saving surgery. But a political dispute has left the country unable to register newborn babies since February, when the previous law expired. And so the baby girl didn't have the documentation needed to leave the country, and the long wait at the border cost her her life. The tragedy stirred up strong reactions in Sarajevo. Countless photos of lighted candles and toys left to honour Barina's memory have been posted online. And then the sadness turned to anger. Barina has become the symbol of a revolution that's been summed up in 4 letters, JMBG, which stands for Unique Citizen Registration Number. Protesters have been gathering outside the Bosnian parliament for weeks now, demanding a permanent solution to the problem of ID numbers. Numerous videos have also been posted to YouTube, echoing this desire for reform as well as improvements to the public healthcare system. A solidarity concert was also staged last week with over 10,000 people in the audience. The movement has also been extremely active on the net. A website called Unique ID Numbers for All has been created. Over 24,000 people have joined the movement's Facebook page, and Twitter users have been posting under the hashtag JMBG to denounce Bosnian lawmakers from the Serb and Croat communities for their failure to reach an agreement and delaying the bill, while citizens have left ethnic differences to one side to join together as the people and demand solutions. Mexican web users have been posting under the hashtag Fuera Chepo, or in English, Go Away Chepo, demanding the resignation of José Manuel Chepo de la Torre, coach for the national football squad. Unhappy with the team's performance in the Confederations Cup, fans want the coach to leave, saying he has no tactics or proper strategy. Some are even saying they'll stop watching Mexico's matches if he remains manager. Although he does have the backing of his team, whether or not Chepo will be able to ignore the growing pressure from supporters remains to be seen. In this collection of photos, 14-year-old Zev Hoover takes us to a world inhabited by tiny people who travel around on paper planes or on a squirrel's back. The American high school student, with the help of his older sister Nellie, used image editing software to make his family and friends look smaller. An online series that's proving hugely popular with photography enthusiasts everywhere. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This ancient Egyptian statue does appear to be moving. The footage was captured in a museum in Manchester in the UK and has been accelerated. We see that during the night the statue doesn't move at all, but during the day, however, it rotates 180 degrees. Egyptologists have been suggesting all sorts of perhaps unlikely theories to explain the strange happening. Is the spinning statue cursed? Not so, many who think it's a hoax aimed at attracting more visitors to the museum.